This story is called Little Bear and the Wishing Tree. This is Darwin Brown's book, Little Bear and the Wishing Tree. Bertie and Baby Bear were playing. Bertie was driving his car and Baby Bear was chasing him. "My turn," said Baby Bear. "No," said Bertie. "Why not?" asked Mummy Bear. "It's mine and he'll break it," Bertie shouted. He ran outside, slamming the door behind him. Bertie peeked through the kitchen window. Mummy and Baby were making pancakes for a snack. Bertie climbed his favourite tree and he sat on a leafy branch. "I'm going to stay here all night," he said. Bertie's tummy rumbled. He was very hungry. A squirrel brought him some berries to eat, but there weren't enough food. They weren't enough food for a hungry bear. Then Bertie spotted the pancake on the branch. "I didn't know this was a pancake tree," he said. Bertie ate a stack of pancakes. "Want some?" he asked the squirrels. "There are plenty." The sun set and Bertie hugged his knees. "You look chilly," a bird said. He brought Bertie some feathers, but they weren't enough to cover a cold bear. "Thank you," Bertie said, "but I'm bigger than you and—" Then Bertie saw a blanket in the tree. "Wow, this is a pancake blanket tree." He wrapped himself in the blanket. "If you're cold, I'll share," he called to the birds. Bertie loved the moonlight, but when the clouds covered the moon, Bertie was a little afraid. Some glowworms shared their lamps, but they weren't bright enough for a little bear who was scared of the dark. Suddenly, a light from a lantern dangling nearby lit the tree. "Oh, this is a pancake blanket lantern tree," said Bertie. "Anyone who's scared can join me." But the squirrels and the birds had gone to sleep, and the glowworms had put out their lamps. Bertie saw the light of the bear house. He wanted to tell Mummy and Baby about his magic tree. Bertie gathered the remaining pancakes, the blanket and the lantern, and he clambered down the tree. Quietly, he opened the door to his house. Mummy Bear gave Bertie a big hug. "Look what I brought you from the pancake blanket lantern tree," he said. "Oh, what's a pancake blanket lantern tree?" asked Baby Bear. Mummy just smiled. "I'll show you tomorrow," Bertie said, and Mummy tucked them both into bed. And that's the end of the story.